I decided to go on a solo camping trip in Egypt, and I'm going to show you my whole journey. First, I packed my bag, just essentially with a lot of warm clothes, some snacks, and camera gear, and then I rode my bike to the start of the hike. Now, this was probably a horrible idea because it was 8 kilometers into direct headwind. I was very jealous of these people on 4x4s, and I had to stop and rest a lot of times, including when I saw these little kids riding camels. Eventually, about 6 kilometers in, I met a nice local guy who took me to the Blue Hole, which is where the hike starts to Ras Abu Galum, which is where I was going camping. So the Blue Hole is where the hike begins to the Ras Abu Galum campsite I was going to. The Blue Hole is a famous dive site, which I actually made a video about because it's one of the most dangerous dive sites in the world, but people come here to learn free diving, scuba diving, etc. I paid my driver 50 pounds or like $4, and then I got ready to start my 2.5 hour hike to Ras Abu Galum along the cliffs of the Red Sea. So I found a place to leave my bike, I locked it up for the night, and then I started walking. I really picked a bad day to do this, and I should have started earlier because it is so freaking windy, but that's okay. Walking into headwind is not too bad. Well, not as bad as biking anyway. So this is what the hike looked like. It was just me, myself, the wind, and the sea. And it was a beautiful trail that went over a big headland at first, and then it was pretty much just walking along the beach the whole time. I made sure to document a little bit for the video. My bag swinging was a horrible idea. And I checked out the beautiful, amazing rocks, and I had some really happy little moments. Sometimes a solo adventure is exactly what you need to get out of any rut that you might be in, or just as a kind of reset to ground yourself or realign yourself if you might be feeling a little bit off. Or a solo adventure is pretty much the best way to prove to yourself that you can do anything and to become comfortable only around the person you'll always have, yourself. While I was walking, I heard a bunch of people cheering all of a sudden, and I looked over, and it was a bunch of people on the boat that were cheering for me. It was so cute. You can also take a boat to Ras Abu Galum, but I opted for the hike because look at it. While appreciating the beautiful, colorful, streaky mountains, I eventually came to a point where I could see my domes. I'm staying in one of those domes tonight. But there were still some more views to appreciate first. This was one of my favorite views until my phone fell over and went on a big tumble. So I had to retake that one. I hiked the last 20 or so minutes, stopped for lunch from the German bakery, appreciated the beautiful colors of the water, and saw the domes get closer and closer. That's where we're going. Can you believe the color of this water in the Red Sea? I'm hoping it'll be warmer tomorrow so I can go snorkeling, but definitely stay tuned to see what my camp is like and what my night in the dome is like.